Political correctness on college campuses continues. The College of the Holy Cross in Massachusetts now dropping its night mascot and imagery to avoid ties to, quote, the violence of the Crusades.
Wow. The school's president saying in a statement, quote, the visual depiction of a knight in conjunction with the moniker of the Crusader inevitably ties us directly to the reality of the religious wars and the violence of the Crusades. Over the coming months, the college will gradually phase out the use of all knight-related imagery.
Is this just another way of caving to concerns of Islamophobia? Here to weigh in is radio talk show host and editor-in-chief of Campus Reform, Lawrence Jones. Hi, Lawrence.
Good morning, family. How y'all doing?
How are you? What say you on this?
This is just another example political correctness that we cover all the time at the Leadership Campus Reform on these college campuses. You know, the social justice warriors and the speech police are out to destroy history. We said it back when they were trying to remove monuments, when they were trying to destroy property, that these people wanted to destroy history. And the problem is where does it stop?
Right. That's what I was just going to say, Lawrence. Why not just take this to its logical end? Let's just remove the cross from the name Holy Cross, because ultimately that's what the Crusaders were defending, correct?
Right, exactly. Here's the deal. If these 48 professors signed on to this, and if they wanted to have a genuine conversation, they would say, hey, both sides did some things that wasn't pretty at times, but they were defending what they felt was right. Sometimes they were barbaric. Sometimes they were doing what they felt was right at the end of the day. But instead of doing that, they decided to pick a side and side with the anti-Christian narrative that is often on these college campuses.
Yes, I mean, the Crusades happened. Right. Christians fought Muslims. It's history. Muslims were on the European continent. Christians fought back. Both sides did things that, judged by today's standards, would not be acceptable. Right. But when you erase it, how does it advance the conversation the college says it wants to have?
Exactly. It prevents that conversation from happening. You know, Pete, this happened too when it came to those monuments. Many people wanted to erase people like Benjamin Franklin, who actually owned slaves, but guess what? He turned around and wanted to free slaves and worked to do that. So if you only cover parts of the story, you really don't get the full evolution of people's life. Think about Dr. King. He was a womanizer and did a lot of things that wasn't, you know, right. But he also was a powerful figure in American history that led people to Washington, that stood up for civil rights. I mean, you can cherry pick up everyone except for Jesus Christ in the United States, and you're going to find something bad about it.
Jesus Christ said in Matthew 10:34, I come not to bring peace, but to bring a sword. So there, I guess he's a crusader too. I mean the reality is, no, you could be pigeonholed right now as an apologist for the Crusades. You, Lawrence Jones, you're accepting take that argument on. That's what you're defending, right?
Well, that's the argument that the left wants to have. And honestly, Pete, when they make that argument, they're trying to shut down the actual debate. Colleges should be a place where young people are able to learn and able to make decisions based on the facts. What we have in these professors right now, Pete, is telling them part of the story. And of course, what they say is you're racist or Islamophobic when you have these type of conversations, because nobody wants to be called a racist. Nobody wants to be called a bigot or a sympathizer for extremists.
But Lawrence, it's particularly frustrating because it's a Catholic college. I mean, it's a Catholic university, and it's frustrating. I propose they change their mascot to the Holy Unicorn, because I can't imagine
Let's just
anything
change
else
everything, guys. Let's just change everything. Yeah. Screw history. Let's just change it all.
Well, back in the day, the Pope led those crusades. I mean, you just want to talk about history. History is history. So, Lawrence Jones, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Lawrence.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. By the way, we reached out.